Listen to this. There are 126 million daily Twitter users, but only one can change global policy in 280 characters. The New York Times published a new investigation looking into not just what President Trump tweets, but the unvetted content that has helped shape the president's worldview. Of nearly 12,000 tweets the president has sent since taking office, nearly half of them attacked someone or something, with another 1,700 promoting conspiracy theories. Joining me now to discuss this piece is Clint Watts, an MSNBC national security analyst, a former FBI special agent who is quoted in this very investigation. We know that through the Times investigation that fake accounts tied to intelligence services in China, Iran, and Russia had directed thousands of tweets at President Trump. Clint, you wrote a book about misinformation in the technology age. How dangerous is it that the president is reading this content on a daily basis?
We've seen the president, Stephanie, how many times have we seen him take in alternative viewpoints that aren't really rooted in any sort of reality? Imagine if we just looked at the amount of time the president stares at his Twitter feed, as opposed to in actual briefings on foreign policy or intelligence or even domestic policy, and just look at those two numbers, and it's shocking that the president can be influenced in this way. Anyone that can bombard the president's Twitter feed or just ingratiate him, we've seen that consistently. If you say something positive about the president, he's likely to amplify your view, whether it's true or not. It could be a complete conspiracy or a falsehood. Just think about how that shapes the president's view and how it impacts our policy. There's four things you tend to believe: that which you see first, that which you see the most, that comes from a trusted source, and that with no rebuttal. And that is what the president's Twitter feed is. It is a reinforcing bubble for the president and his views, which are oftentimes not only just misguided and not factual, but in conflict with actual U.S. policy.
But there's one thing in having beliefs privately or sharing them privately, and another if you're the president. The president only follows 47 accounts. Several of those accounts, according to the New York Times, spreads conspiracy theories, and the president follows them. What does that say about who is sitting in the Oval Office and what he's willing to share? Only follows 47 accounts.
It is remarkable who he is actually following, which means they have an unprecedented ability to actually enter his feed and to be amplified. And it just shows the breakdown. If the head of the U.S. state is somebody that is consuming information or conspiracy theories without any sort of background, imagine you're someone working on policy in the U.S. government. How do you get the president's attention? Why do you have to refute potentially these falsehoods or conspiracies that are being put out there? And then if you want to influence the president, you have to wonder, maybe I need to go to these very random set of people and try and get them to discuss and understand my policy. It just changes the way power and influence has worked in this country, to where someone like Kim Kardashian, which we've seen, has more impact on prison reform or maybe issues with Armenia and recognizing the genocide than people that have worked their entire careers as public servants or as policy promoters and designers or academics. That expertise can't really get into the president's feed unless it goes through these individuals.
Retweets are not endorsements unless they are. Clint, thank you so much. I highly recommend this piece. It is disturbing.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.